new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott now. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And Dak Prescott was not the only Cowboy to miss the bulk of last season. Remember, Blake Jarwin went down in the Sunday night opener on the road against the Rams. He's back healthy and makes a nice catch there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the turnover, here's Herbert. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Touchdown, LA! Mike Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. extra point forthcoming. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. A quick throw, but incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the 50, here's Herbert. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 35. yards that time. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Prescott on 1st down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And without as much fanfare as you might expect, Amari Cooper's gone over 1,000 yards in 5 of his 6 NFL seasons. And even without Dak Prescott for much of last year, he finished with a career-high 92 catches.
Play action now. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A handoff left. Elliott. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Prescott from the gun. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down.
52 catches last year for Zeke, and he's had as many as 77 in a year. I think he's hoping to get a little more stability in his offensive line and, of course, at the quarterback position. And if that happens, all of his numbers will go up.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. 7-7, our score after 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. Allen's averaged over 100 catches a year the last 4 years. No matter who's throwing it, they can count on him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 47 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Short yardage, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Prescott. This to Jarwin. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott to throw it. It's caught, Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 17-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Elliott, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's going to be caught by Coulter. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll give to Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd down and 6. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Here's Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Herbert off of play action. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Second and 5. Throwing, Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Dalton Schultz had 1 catch in 16 games in 2019 before producing 63 catches in 2020. I don't think it's hyperbole to say that he exceeded everyone's expectations, including his own.
And some room to maneuver. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
But now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The Charger drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown, and cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Parker. They're a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now it's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He gets this to Coulter, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11. Again, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. He's got him in, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 45 yards. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They start on the ground with Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 153 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. This is Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They run once more with Sermon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Herbert has it knocked free.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards there for number 15.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 2nd and inches, Herbert. He'll dump this off to Sermon, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Sermon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Kelly on the counter. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Herbert to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Isaiah Coulter, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Dak. And that is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Osa Odighizuwa in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott from the gun. This one is incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7. Now Herbert with his first throw in OT. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Play action. It's Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Micah Parsons brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's Ty Long now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Across the 20 before going out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
On second down, Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
Here's Dak. Finding Schultz.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott and bulldozing his way through. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
221 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Second down at 5.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
And now they pause for an injured player, and that injured player is an important one. Ezekiel Elliott still down. More from L.A. in a moment.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Cowboys, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games. Home next.